Hi everyone. I've been fortunate enough to be on 3 of Garden Gate Magazine's English garden tours, and I'm here today to share with you 5 things that I just love about these tours, and I'm sure you'll fall in love with them too. First off, the magical walled gardens. Historically, these walled gardens were part of large country houses and they were used to grow produce. With the high walls, they created microclimates which extended the growing season. You will see some still being used by houses or restaurants to provide food for the kitchens. But what really excites me are the walled gardens that are now utilized as display gardens. They're deep ornamental beds bursting with perennials, thick, dense plantings layered with incredible color and texture combinations. Here are the walled garden beds at Parham House. Here's Hodges Barn and the renowned Sissinghurst, and also Gravetie. These borders are simply stunning. Next on the list of 5 favorite things that I like about the English garden tours are the standout plants. Each trip there have been standout plants that I've wanted to try in my own garden. These plants stop you in your tracks. Take verbascum or common mullein. I'll never forget seeing those tall yellow spires at Great Dixter, standing 5 to 6 feet tall, creating the perfect color harmony with purples and blues. While I grow verbascum Southern Charm at home, I really want to add one of these tall varieties. And then there was Allium Red Mohican at the Royal Horticultural Society Wisley Garden and Parham House, plus several stunning varieties of Sanguisorba at Sussex Prairie in Wisley. These are plants that make a statement. You will undoubtedly find plants on these tours that you need to try at home. Third on my list is the perfect mix of new and old gardens. Our tours always feature this wonderful mix. You'll experience the historical gardens that define the English garden tradition. Places like Great Dixter, Kifsgate with its 3 generations of women gardeners, plus Hidcote and Sissinghurst. But we also visit exciting newer private gardens where owners put fresh spins on tradition. Think like Pettifers, Hodges Barn, St. Timothy, and Sussex Prairie. Even famous Sissinghurst stays current while honoring its roots. The Mediterranean-inspired Delos Garden was recently reworked by acclaimed designer Dan Pearson, reinstating Vita Sackville West and Harold Nicholson's original vision. We were lucky enough to see it in 2022, just after it opened a year previously. If you are interested in the history of gardens as well as learning new and updated methods of design, these tours showcase both. Fourth on the list, and this is really special, but it's the smaller, intimate gardens. We meet the actual owners and gardeners of these well-regarded private spaces. It is truly a highlight. They personally guide us through their creations, sharing design secrets and maintenance tips. We're the only group on site at gardens like Pettifers, Long Barn, Hannam Court, places you simply couldn't visit on your own. It's exclusive, it's personal, and it's really unforgettable. And finally, number 5 might surprise you a little bit, but it's the people you meet on these tours. The Garden Gate tours have created this amazing community of garden lovers who stay connected long after the trip ends. They visit each other's gardens back home and reunite on future tours. I've personally photographed one tour member's garden for an upcoming magazine feature. These tours bring together people who share a passion for gardening. They exchange photos of each other's gardens, tell stories, and they create lasting friendships. If you want more information about our upcoming tours, be sure to check out our tour lineup and join us for an unforgettable garden experience. You can see the link below or visit gardengatemagazine.com.